everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Frazier. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run. Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The numbers for Jones last week, 20 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the 1st down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the 1st down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down. But you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped now, and he got 6 points for it. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Carr now on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. He'll get this one to Galladay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. These two teams all tied after 1. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He gets this one to Johnson. 23 yards on the play.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Equanimeous St. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one.
And it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Let's go. Interception, baby.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And some room to work. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all the rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got Smith here. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Carr. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Carr to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Johnson's got it complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. Now Carr, complete. Smith has it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Powers through, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
To throw his Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Under 10, 10. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mahomes now to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Switch out, switch out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got his target, Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Now Carr. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Carr out a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Past the 20. This will be caught by Brown. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check the dribble
A run for Nick Chubb. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jonnu Smith His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something like that, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr completes it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 2 touchdowns, 53 ticks to go. Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now Carr again. Open man is Galladay, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. It's caught by Davis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.